US President Joe Biden signed the CHIPS and Science Act into law. The multi-billion-dollar bill allocates around $52 billion to promote the production of microchips and other high-tech components, which should lessen US reliance on China. The bill establishes an International Technology and Security Innovation Fund, which will focus on scientific research and development, with an annual budget of $100 million over the next 5 years for the State Department. Stocks dipped across Asia as investors await the release of US inflation data, which will influence the Federal Reserve's decision to raise interest rates. The Asia-Pacific MSCI index dropped by 1.31%, while Japan's Nikkei closed down 0.65%. Meanwhile, South Korea's KOSPI fell by 0.95% and Taiwan's TAIEX fell by 0.74%. Toshiba posted an operating loss of $35.6 million during the April to June period, a stark contrast to the $107 million in profit the company posted the previous year. The losses were due to higher material and logistics costs, which drove down the company's profit by nearly $70 million. The chip shortage alone had a negative impact of around $22 million, the company added. However, they maintained the company should end the fiscal year with close to $1.3 billion in profit. Elon Musk sold roughly $6.9 billion worth of Tesla stock over the past week. Musk sold more than 7.9 million shares in dozens of transactions between Friday and Tuesday, at an average price of $875 per share, according to new Securities and Exchange Commission filings. The billionaire will owe an estimated $1.65 billion in federal capital gains taxes from the sale, leaving him with about $5.25 billion in take-home pay. Economists forecast a 0.2% increase in U.S. consumer prices for July, as the average price of a gallon of gas dropped by over 20% from its all-time high of $5 in June to around $4 in July. The predicted deceleration in CPI growth would mark the largest month-on-month deceleration of price increases since 2005, and would be a considerable drop from the 1.3% rate seen in June. However, the reprieve from surging inflation will most likely not affect current monetary policies, as the Federal Reserve has indicated that CPI growth needs to decline over many months before it lets up on aggressive monetary policy tightening. Meta raised $10 billion in its first ever bond offering, much higher than other tech companies like Apple and Intel, who raised $5.5 billion and $6 billion respectively. The Facebook parent company is set to use the funds for share buybacks and other investments, as the company works to recover from its first quarterly drop in revenue in the wake of declining digital ad sales.